Jade. I know, that's the best part.
There's a lot of people. Wave people. There you
Okay. Bishop T.D. Jakes once said, "I could see the worst in you and still believe the best in you." Everybody needs this type of person for them, and for me, that person was my sister Jessie. Jessie taught me so much about life just by being the best version of herself that she could be. She inspired me, believed in me, and she was always the person to tell me things that I needed to hear, whether I wanted to hear them or not. On September 9th, 1985, Jessie was born. She, in the following years, became the oldest sister of 7 kids, and on July 1st, 1993, she helped her parents name their new little girl, and thank God, because if not, I would be Leah Pearl instead of Aaliyah Lynn. Jessie excelled at everything she attempted to do. She had straight A's through school. She was on the swim team, and she was great at that. She was active in the church youth group. She was always surrounded by friends and family and doing awesome things. When it came time, Jessie left for college. And at the time, I was only 10 years old, so I didn't really grasp what a big deal this was to not only leave our town, but to get out and stay out. Alaskans don't typically leave, and it's always been said that if they do, it's not long before they come back. We kind of grew up in one of those, get married and have babies young kind of places. She was the first person close to me to move away and show me that there was more out there for me to see and to experience. She inspired me by leading by example. In the 8-year age gap between the two of us, I had plenty of time to watch her go through some pretty hairy situations, and the way that she handled things in life phases that I would one day approach. She showed me a way through life even from afar. I always wanted to be just like Jessie. When she went to college, she was sure to write me lots of letters, and she was pretty brutally honest about what she was going through, and even though I was much younger than her, she never let that be something to hinder her ability to inspire me or me to relate to her. Jessie always followed her heart, even when it led her as far away from Alaska and everything that she'd known as it possibly could, to Boston. Jessie always asked questions that a lot of people were afraid to ask or not willing to ask. She always thought for herself, and she was really open-minded. She opened my mind to being open-minded, and that could have been from going to Boston, someplace so different than Alaska, and it helped her grow, and in turn, it showed me things that I had never saw or knew. Jessie always believed in me. In 2011, I graduated high school, and it was my turn to do something. I got accepted to do a job in Boston for City Year, and that had the potential to be something great for me, but I convinced myself and everyone else that it wasn't right for me because I wanted to run home to my long-term on-again, off-again boyfriend. While Jessie knew that whatever excuses I was making were probably not the most or the biggest reason I was leaving, she voiced what she thought, and she knew she couldn't stop me, so she let me go. A year after returning to Alaska, I wanted to leave again because the same on-again, off-again boyfriend hadn't changed. So I returned to Boston round 2, and I left Boston again for the same boy. In 2013, I wanted to leave that town and that boy for good, so me and Jessie both moved to Texas. In Texas, Jessie found the love of her life and married him, and I found myself. Jessie's unending belief in me is a huge reason I am where I am today, and I am who I am today. I strive to be someone worth believing in. Because of her, I will never settle for my sister in a form of honoring her. I'm not going to have some job that makes a lot of money that makes me miserable, and I'm not going to stick with some boy who doesn't know how to love me. And I'm not going to be what the world says I should be or spend my time how the world says I should spend my time. I'm not going to settle for anything short of all my wildest dreams. And while I'm out there, I'm going to be chasing all of those wildest dreams. Jessie showed me that those dreams don't need to be about anybody else, and that they're not going to fit into what everyone else wants for me or the ideas that everyone else wants for me. It's about me. And that it's okay if my dreams change from one year to the next or one day to the next if you know me. And I'm just going to chase and embrace all of them. Of all the things that Jessie did for me, from helping out, save me from the name of Leah Pearl, and making me lunches and taking me to Burger King and picking me up from dance practices and fighting my other sister Kim when she wasn't fighting her. One of the greatest things she did for me was become a mother and in turn make me an aunt. I'm going to protect Jade and inspire her and believe in her the way that my sister did for me. I had lots of wonderful people in my life. I have endless support and love from my parents and all of my siblings. But my sister Jessie was so much more to me than she ever had to be. Having someone who believes in you when you don't believe in yourself is the greatest form of love that I've ever known. And I'm going to live my life in such a way to make her proud. Thank you.